Holy moly. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? Hey, everybody. Nice to see all of you here. I'm just going to set everything up. Hello, Astrio and Cheddarbugs. How are you guys? Hello. And Cryptwalker. And Call Me Cal and Desu and Cine Bunny. And Sioki. Hello, guys. How are we? And Charlie. Hey, guys. Hello, hello, hello. Very lovely to see you, Whimsy Fortsy. Thank you, Astrio. Hello, Nix and Lover's Hope and Miso and Nerve Cushion or Junie. Hello, Nearly. Hello, Azalea. Hello, Precious. Hello, Kuro. Hello, Tam. Kusakabe. Hello, Red Panda. Malika. Whimsy. Blue Corvus. Lester. Red Panda. Shadow Seftus. Hello, guys. Chari. Val. Aid. Blue King of Blue. Opedia. TJ, Tuki, Ghost of Ren, McCaw, Gold, Velvox, Carrier, Kyberman, Leo, Jelly, Dysphorious, hello Eden, Red Panda Mountain Goat, hello Sherlockian Hero, hello Nami, hello Anya, hello Les Fairy, hello Lester, hello Carrier, Hydrate already, holy moly, okay chat, give me a second. Hold on, alright, Jam, I've got my bottle of water, right here. And holy moly, okay. Just popping in to say hi. Gonna be a background stream today. Not a problem, Kyberman. Not an issue whatsoever. Nice to have you here anyway. Hello, Moonlit Kisses and Vivian. Hello, guys. And Suki. Hello, hello, hello. Now, chat. So I would like to just let you guys know, I really appreciate all of you guys being here. Today we are going to be, hello Xeno, hello Val, hello Witherwings, hello, and Casper. Hey guys, welcome to the chat. Welcome. How are we doing today? Hello Jackie, hello Melon and Vermilla Navy and Cherry. Hey guys. Okay, so what we're going to do now is, yes, we're going to be playing King of the Castle. Now, I actually played this game last year, but I'm excited to be playing it again. So what is King of the Castle? That is what I'm about to explain. We're going to move over to this chat over here, and I'm going to get the game all set up so I can show you guys exactly what it is, how it works, because it's a pretty good game. Video game. There we go. Alright. I've never seen gameplay of this game before. You guys get to interact with the game. Hello, good morning, Fortsy. Hello, Livy. Hello. It's a castle with a king. Spot on. So, welcome to King of the Castle. What is King of the Castle? Well, the how to play screen is completely blocked. That's amazing. Epic. Nobles can vote on certain decisions and scheme to usurp you. You must survive and get your heir on the throne. The monarch, playing as the monarch, you customize your monarch so your reign has personal flair. That's just for fun. And then the nobles, playing as a noble, you know, you can just account link. I will explain to you guys how it works. I'm going to link my Twitch, so you'll have to give me a second, chat. I'm just going to do this without your no-so. So if I join as a Twitch streamer's game... Hold on, let me just have a look here. Join a Twitch streamer's game as your own unique, customized noble. As a premium player, your character will guest star more often in a Monarch storylines. We only use the minimum permissions needed to verify your identity. Small things like that, you know? Hello for the first time message, Gnosis Doc? Oh yeah, chat, we have a few new redeems, and, oh, Opedia, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. We have a new redeem called I'm Lurking. So just to let everyone know, if you are someone who doesn't actually, like, you know, talk often in the chat, you don't, like, speak very often, you are more than welcome to click on the I'm Lurking just to show that you are here, even if you're not actually chatting. So, you know, for those who don't want to chat but just want to know that they're here, yeah, exactly. So now I know that you guys are here. What about role-playing? Oh, there will be a lot of role-playing, voicing, all of that good stuff. Yes, so just so you guys know, there is actually a certain limit on how many lurkings you can redeem. just so you guys are aware. It's just for people who don't talk in the chat, but just want to know, hey, Fortsy, I'm here. And then I can see, oh, hello, Carmack, who isn't actually talking in chat, and that's A-okay. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. It's pretty simple. Very nice. Lovely. Okay, so we're going to get started, chat. We're going to get right into it. So I'm going to go link this right now. Give me a second. Just going to authorize that. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see. I'm just going to install something right now. And activate it and set as overlay 1. Ow. Hello, Yavelius? I'm assuming it's Yavelius. Hello, Yavelius. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just check something, chat. I think we might have a... Sorry about the wait, guys. You know what? We're going to ignore that. I'm going to ignore that just for now. But no, it's nice to have all of you guys here. I really appreciate it. We're going to get started in this game. So I'm going to... There we go. Beautiful. We're going to make a new dynasty. And the monarch's name is going to be Fortsy. Just want to make sure. There we go. The dynasty's name is going to be called Fortsy's Fort. There we go. Boss, you redeems. Break character. Oh shit, my break character one is still there. Whoops, I didn't. Give me a second. Let me just deal with that real quick, chat. Sorry about this. That's on me. Fortsy's Fort is going down. What do you mean? What do you mean? No. Also, we've made the Kiwi command, half the price. That is intended to be permanent. Break character, let's stop that. So, you know, if the Kiwi redeem is activated, it's on for the rest of the stream. That's the idea, chat. And yeah, so, we're so cooked, bro. Okay, let's get straight into it, chat. I'm very excited. And we're gonna begin. Just to confirm, because I think I remember how this works. It's been a little while since I played this game, but I believe this is how it worked. Okay. Stream on Twitch to enter your viewers can join the game simply by typing into chat. Players who have bought the game will appear in the story more often. We're going to select that. Okay. It shows players their region, wealth, scheme, and one solo by going to that. Okay. I might quickly go back for a second because I have noticed a glaring issue that I don't know if anyone else here has noticed, but the options. It is very strange. Oh, it doesn't support my monitor size. Of course it doesn't. We're going to keep that. I want to see what happens if I do this. Give me a second, chat. And then I'm going to try and full screen the game. So it's better for you guys. Apparently it doesn't want to... It doesn't want to do that. Let me just try this manually. Let me try this again. There we go. Boom. You know what am I doing? Sorry, chat. I apologize for my weirdness today. Let me just go back. Boom. And yes, keep. Full screen. Let me just try something. What is wrong with me? What am I doing today? Fortsy, you are being so stupid. You had it all set up perfectly, and then you had to go and ruin it. Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. Does that look good to everyone? I think that's good. Awesome. I'm going to make myself a little bit smaller. Okay. There is one thing I'd like to do before we start. Just before we get into this. Okay, lovely. That's good enough. Yeah, nice. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. See. So apparently there was a extension that you could get for like when you have people in your game. So new dynasty. We're gonna call it Fortsy. Fortsy's Fort. We're gonna begin with play on Twitch. Continue. Okay. Right. It looks a little bit squished on your screen. For all of my... Let me just make it smaller. For reference chat, everything is overlaid over the top, so my game is always, like, squished. Remember the Fallen 9. There we go. We're gonna go with that. Okay. Lovely chat. So, which ones are we gonna choose? I'm going to remove the, that for a second. Just so you guys can have a look at all the options. The barons, the patricians. Patricians for the people. You guys will like the patricians, okay? The counts, the patricians, and the barons. The counts? And the barons. Is that the consensus, chat? The counts? Counts? So for reference chat, for anyone who doesn't know what this is, basically these are the vibes of the different kingdoms. Each of you will be put into one of these 3 kingdoms. So whatever ones you like the vibe of the most, go with those ones, pretty much. This game is interesting? Yeah. It's a very interesting game. So we'll see how it goes. Bless you. Yeah, I'm gonna be sneezing a little bit, chat. Hope you don't mind that. Alright, let's do this, chat. Alright, so they can join by doing exclamation point join, followed by the pronoun join she. Players can join mid-game and their wealth from region is saved. So, there we go. You guys will be put into teams depending on when you join, pretty much. And then once you're in, you're in. Ow. Yo, Sunny. Thank you for the, and thank you, Snowballish, for the first time message. Hello, Sunny. Thank you for the first time message as well. Let me put this back up, just so we can actually see what's going on here. Alright. Yes, some account. Hello. Thank you, Novastar, for the first time message. I really appreciate it. There is gonna be a lot of people during this. Holy moly. The King of the Castle screen permission pop-up makes it hard to see the screen. Do you guys want me to adjust anything? Because I can try to do that for you. Hey, Novastar, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Give me 1 second. We pillage and we plunder and we rifle. Yo, Nossa's dog. Hell yeah, let's go. Are you a? Yeah, nice. That's awesome. I love that. Who are patricianing they coast? Let's see. Guys, if you haven't joined already, feel free to do so now. Am I in? I do not know. You should be able to see yourself in there, hopefully, Chinu. If you haven't joined already, guys, feel free to do so. You still have an opportunity to, just so you guys know. Because once the game starts, that's it. We have 20 in each. Should we just start with this, chat? 21? Okay, perfect. I don't know how to do this. All you need to do is exclamation point join she, and then you'll be able to join. So, yeah. We should all overthrow Fortsy. That's fucked up. Pro Gamer Dude's in the green team. Well, the closest to green. Nice. Okay, chat. I think I'm going to get started in just a moment. But I think we're good to go. Now, the cool thing is, chat, basically, each of you will be part of a kingdom. So the barons, the counts, or the patricians now. And the idea is that you have to work together during this to cast votes on what you think you should do, to kind of keep the government in good stead. But the thing is, I'm trying to keep all of you from overthrowing me, but you also have to beat each other. It's not just that you're trying to overthrow me. You guys are trying to take over the kingdom. That's literally what it is. But I have the ultimate power and rule, but you guys have the ability to sway it, if that makes sense. It's going to be a lot of fun. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Oh boy. Okay, so King of the Castle Primer. The Monarch winning. The path to victory. Acquire an heir, then complete your ambition to win. Your first reign will likely end in disaster. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Yes. Monarch schemes, regions. Keep an eye on the region schemes. If they pass all their stages, they'll win the game. Monarch Defiance. Be careful of the region's Defiance stat. If it gets too high, the regions may rebel against you. So this is all for me, pretty much. Nobles. Winning. This is for you guys. To win, you have to pass all 3 stages of your scheme. Each stage requires you to get stats to certain levels which are affected in votes. If you don't understand what you're reading, you'll understand it when we play the game. It'll make sense as we go. So, nobles voting. Voting is open. How you vote is up to you, for your region's scheme, to stop other schemes, or for the good of the kingdom. Nobles Rebellion. If your Defiance stat is high enough, you can rebel. This pauses your scheme and is risky, especially if you have low military. Each season, you'll get 3 events to play. Click on one to get started. So let's say the Council Introduction. The Monarch. This is your Monarch, the streamer's character. They'll appear in stories, most stories, but not all. These are the kingdom stats. If any of them are at 0 at the start of a season, the game will end. These are the region stats. Stats determine which events are generated. If the Defiance is higher than both authority and stability, a region can trigger rebellion. This will pause their scheme and is risky if military is low, and we'll just keep going. So, let's get straight into it. Now that you're the monarch, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Your nobles hail from all across the kingdom, the desolate east, the wealthy coast, and of course, the bleak march. Introduce yourself to the Count of the East. Casbon. Alright. An honor to finally make your acquaintance, your majesty. May you escape the doom that befell your predecessor. Introduce yourself to the patricians of the coast. Snowball-ish. A pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Introduce yourself to the barons of the march. Hail and well met, your highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, Thank you, Blue King of Blue. And with that, the introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue with each other and demand your favor. You sigh and sit back. Is this what the council's like? No wonder your father told you to avoid the throne at all costs. So on the left, I have my treasury, my stability, my authority. Now, I do think, chat, I am going to slightly adjust this for you guys because my thing is slightly in the way. Hold on, chat. There we go. Let me just make that a bit smaller. And I'm going to move it there. That's better. Now, I'm probably going to get rid of the dono bar today because I don't really need it. The sub-goals can go for now. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. And we shall continue onwards. And, hold on, let me... Sorry, there we go. There we go. And we don't need the dono bar anymore because that one has been fulfilled. So we can get rid of that completely. Boom. Awesome. Okay. The path to victory. The heir and ambition. The monarch must acquire an heir and complete their ambition to win the game. That's me. So I, the monarch, need to win this as well. A spouse is useful but not necessary. Complete your ambition before a scheme or rebellion usurps you, or before you lose all authority, treasure / stability. So, Your Majesty, the first few years of your reign are the most difficult. You're new and unproven. The nobles of the council will scheme against you, hoping to kick you off the throne and put their own puppet claimant in your place. Oh no, those fools couldn't scheme their way out of a paper bag. Damn. How can I stop them? To defeat their schemes, you must secure an heir, and prove you are worthy of the crown by completing an ambition. When? Damn. My question is this, when you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror, military. As a peacekeeper, stability. As the greatest monarch who ever lived, golem authority. Holy moly. I might do something about the bottom area chat, because it's a little hard for you guys to see that. I might have to do something about my token here. I think I'm just going to make my Fugi smaller today. Yeah. We're shrinking down today, chat. Hello. We're going to go tiny mode. Tiny Fortsy time. Just to get out of the way. Mini Fortsy. Alright. Alright, let's, I think we want to, as the architect of a new Golden Age trade, I think we want to go for, money. Yeah. A lofty goal indeed. I suggest over the next few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Okay. So this is important. So we can see this is where all of they are. The March owns all of that, the Coast owns all of this, and the East owns all of that. Let's go to the coronation. Your Majesty, I've scheduled your coronation to take place in a week's time. Shouldn't I be giving the orders now? Of course, Your Majesty, but to delay any longer would make the nobles restless. And when the nobles get restless, they take their daggers and look for the nearest back. Very well then, what must I do? As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Of course. Shall we call the nobles in? Choices and stats. Certain choices will change stats. Some choices that do so will indicate the changed here. Not all choices that change stats have these indicators, and they do not show the region affected. These are the upcoming choices your nobles will vote on. Each of these may change stats in some way. The monarch can change how a vote is run with a law. You may use one law per vote. Try using your veto on one option you dislike. When the vote opens, nobles vote using the command exclamation point vote followed by the choice letter vote A or vote B, C. The monarch may close the vote anytime after all nobles have voted or the timer hits 0. So I can go, okay, I can take an option. So I'm going to select. Let's see. The nobles must put on a vast banquet for the monarch. Throw the monarch in the river. Probably not a good idea. Force the commoners to swear a blood oath. Host a lavish parade with jugglers. You know what? Fuck. Let's not let them throw me in the river. Start the vote. Alright, chat, go ahead. Make your votes. I'm curious to see what you guys do. Keep in mind, you can complain all you want, but, you know, it's gonna be interesting. Wow, the red team really doesn't want me to, they want to throw me into, they want me to do the blood oath, holy crap. And then the purple and green really want me to throw a lavish parade. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna continue on. Host a lavish parade with jugglers and fountains of wine. This shows which stat has been changed and by how much. The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't? Stability is more civil. We're at 2,000 treasury. Okay. Now that you've played all events, advance the game by clicking End Season. Each region will now vote for one of 3 randomly selected schemes. Chat, this is going to be important. This is for all of you. Schemes are made up of 3 stages with specific stat requirements. Passing all 3 scheme stages places the region's claimant on the throne, winning the game. Oriella of the KSD Design family, wait, really? Legendary coastal rapscallion scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, speaking calmly. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Monarch Fortsy. Something must be done. Alright, chat, this is important for all patricians of the coast only. You have to vote on which one you want. So your goal is to, like, fuck me over in some way. I'm curious to see what you guys choose. Only patricians of the coast, chat. Wow. Okay. Oh, hell nah, bro. Oh, they wanna fuck over my gold supply. Okay. I wanna see what everyone votes for. Or at least a bit more. I'll give you guys a little bit more time. Interesting. Okay. Well, it looks like you wanna fuck my treasury. Okay, they wanna lower my treasury. Great. The patricians plan to sink the monarch under an ocean of debt. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons. That's fucked up, man. Mazai of the Kuro dynasty, eccentric reformed cultist, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not while the false monarch Fortsy wears the crown. Let's have a look, chat. Lower own faith, race stability, lower own defiance. Counts only, chat. So count members, this is your time to vote. They want a race stability. Oh, dear lord. Okay. Oh, no. The counts plan to hold the monarch hostage in their own palace. First, they must lull the spy master into a false sense of security. To advance their scheme, the counts must raise stability to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Shit. Felix of the Kennar bloodline, powerful marcher equestrian, stands before a blazing hearth, yelling at full volume. When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne. Oh, dear lord. Lower stability. Lower stability. Lower authority. Gah? That's 2 lower stabilities. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay, barons, go ahead. No. Barons? What are you up to? What? No. 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 Fuck. No, barons, please. Please. No. No. No, 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 no. Barons, wait. No. No. Fuck. Now I'm fucked in every direction. You motherfuckers. The Republic of Kurf has the substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could take over the kingdom. Of course, a sensible monarch would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the monarch's wrath. To advance their schemes, the barons must lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons. Fuck! I was hoping you guys would go for raise authority. I mean, raise stability, so you'd have to go against... Ah, fuck you. Here you can review this region's schemes and their claimants. When you have an heir, they will appear on the right of this page. If your reign ends abruptly, the nobles will vote for the next monarch. The vote is between the 2 regions with the highest combined stats in your heir if you have one. Sometimes, chat, you do have to focus on helping the monarch over the people that you're fighting. Because you're not just against me, you're also against the patricians of the coast and the east, if you're the barons. If you're the counts, you're against the barons and the patricians, and if you're the patricians, you're against the counts and the barons. So, you do have to help me at times as well. Because, you know. So, like, right now, the counts are already winning. Like, they've already got their thing. Adopt a law. Here, you can adopt a new law that alters how voting is run, right? You'll be able to adopt more once a year at the end of winter. You can only adopt 1 new law at a time and have a maximum of 3 laws. So let's see. The monarch can mark their preferred voting option. If chosen, they gain 1 authority. Oof. The timer is set to 15 seconds and the vote will automatically close once the timer is over. How nobles choose to vote is hidden from the monarch's view. Wait, what? Why would I want that? Why would I want that? I guess I'll go with this one. Low on lumber, the honor guard, a new baby. Let's go with the honor guard. Now that you're monarch, you need personal protection. Why, I could plunge my sword into your heart right now, could I not? I suppose so. You need an honor guard to keep you safe from such dangers, your majesty. Unfortunately, this is a political decision. What are my options? Each region offers a selection of elite guards, the counts with knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons offer a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, your majesty. These guards' loyalty will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries. They'd be loyal to coin above all. Tell me about the Eastern Knights. The Order of the Drowned Rose are highly respectable. They'll understand palace etiquette, but it's been years since they fought an actual battle. They mostly write poems these days. Tell me about the Glowstone Gladiators. A gang of lowborn crooks who've turned themselves into celebrities through their skill at chopping other people to bits. They're vain and selfish. Their skill in battle is undeniable, but can you trust them? Tell me about the Veterans of the March. These soldiers have fought more battles than they've had hot dinners. They'll be uncouth, no doubt, and won't adapt well to life in the palace, but they're loyal and tough as nails. What foreign mercenaries do you suggest? A band of fearsome fighters from the Tatterlands called the Battle-Bidden Brethren. Thank you for the follow, Aya. Appreciate it. They specialize in bodyguard work, but they're costly, and hiring foreigners will betray a lack of confidence in our kingdom's fighters. Alright, I've made my decision. I await your verdict with bated breath, your majesty. Oh boy. Chat, to the people who I don't pick, I do apologize. But I'm basing this off what I think would be the best for the kingdom going forward. I'm going to pick the Barons, the Veterans of the March. I'll make the arrangements at once. And the March is now loyal. The veterans arrive a few weeks later. They march into the throne room in a perfect formation before lining up behind your throne, hands on their sword hilts. Each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Hi Fortsy, hi Kiwis. Hello Kyo, hello, hello, hello. Okay, let's have a look. Speaking of the march, low lumber. Your Highness, will you tell these superstitious barons to get over themselves and let us harvest their trees? We need the wood for our craftspeople. I've told you 1,000 times, Conti, that forest is thoroughly haunted. You'll damn us all if you go logging there. But you sold us a logging contract, and you said contract has no exclusion for haunting. Your Highness, the barons cannot be allowed to wiggle out of their commitments. Some choices have uncertain outcomes called challenges. These can either be random based on a stat. The percentage shows the chance of success. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see. So, the counts have a contract and may go logging. Let them harvest the lumber but share the proceeds with the Baron. Turn the forest into a joint Eastern Marcher hunting reserve. Okay, that's not horrible. Fence the area off to make sure no one gets near it. Right. Okay. One extra vote means nothing in this chat. Okay. You know what? Why don't we go for B? I think B is a good one. Have them both, so the counts and the barons both benefit from it. They both benefit to have that option. They're all voting D? Really? You want to make sure no one gets near it? Interesting. Interesting. By the way, chat, anyone can vote in this. Just because you're... It doesn't matter what color you are. You can vote in this. As a... Damn, you all... What the... Why do you all... What? Okay. Yeah, chat, everyone vote. Everyone vote. You can all vote on these things. By the way, chat, has anyone confirmed whether you can change your vote or not? I am curious, because I don't know if any of you have tried to change your vote over. Guys, the third-party voting D is for a reason to make us weak. Not sure. I'll try. Switch to D. Alright, chat. I don't know if you guys can change it. Nope, you can't change it. Okay, so be careful, guys, because once you choose something, you can't I'm just gonna join the majority. Damn. Yeah, once you choose, that's it. Fence the area off to make sure no one gets near it. But my lumber! I paid for that! Okay, the East is now pissed off of us. Authority challenge succeeded. Let's go. Give it a rest, won't you? The council has spoken, and it's for your own good. All voting is final. Holy crap, how did you do that, Gnostock? Holy moly. That's fucking awesome. You have like a border around it and everything. That's like aura, bro. Oh, holy paid chat. Wait, paid chat? Baroness O Gold owed. What ho, your majesty, some fine news from my common folk in the march. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of the number 9. A fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion. Oh, shit. Are you from New Zealand too, Fortsy? I've never seen any New Zealand streamers. I am, Nova, yes, I am. And yeah, it is rare to see those. The monarch will send their blessings. The monarch has no time for peasant brats. Oh my god. Give the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. Send the Inquisition and make sure the birthmark is real. I'm gonna get rid of that option. I don't like that. Oh boy. Yeah, of course you guys are. Of course you are. Yeah, of course the fucking pirates are. Thank you, TJ. Thank you for being reasonable. Thank you so much. But it looks like it doesn't fucking matter. Of course, because the fucking counts want my stability to be higher. And of course, they both benefit from this. No wonder they both voted for it. Gift the parents a bounty of jewels and fine wine. God damn it. Oh, huzzah! Thanks, your highness. The common folk will appreciate your generosity. There is another matter. They asked permission to name the baby after you. What do you think, your majesty? The more Fortsies, the better. As long as the baby's not ugly. No, I'm the only Fortsy around here. Oh, boy. The problem is, if I let them be another Fortsy, what if they try to use that against me? Oh, shit. As long as the baby's not... You know what? Fuck it. I shall assess the baby's appearance and act accordingly. True to her word, Baroness Gold lets you know that the baby is perfectly adorable and therefore suitable for the name of Fortsy. A child of the march named for you. Who knows what sort of person this baby will become. You can only hope you're around to see it. I fucking hope it's not going to bite me in the ass, but it probably will. They just sounded too funny. Okay, chat. So pretty much at the end of a day, we end the season like this. Nobles can use their wealth to bid on any building in the region, each of which affects a stat. This is done through an auction where only the 2 most funded buildings are chosen. When the auction is open, nobles can fund with the command, Fund AX, where X is the personal wealth. So you all have a personal amount of wealth, right? You can see it on the right side here. When you're ready, hit Start Auction to begin the auction. Okay. Have a look, everyone. Bam. So Fund A would fund Building A for 100 wealth, so, you know. I'm curious to see what people vote for. C is leading currently. Okay. Don't bid all your money, chat, just so you know. There are a lot of these in the future. You basically just need to make sure that your place gets it at the very end. Damn, you really want to lower the authority? Holy crap. Oh, the military being increased would be cool. Higher military is always good. Give us our theater. Fuck, man. I'm a little bit intimidated. The green patricians aren't doing much on the money spending side. The patricians don't see their funding amount. That's because they haven't got the... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Give me a second. Let me increase this. I'm gonna do something here, chat. Boom. We're gonna do that instead. Does that work? That should work. But I am gonna just slightly There we go. Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I have like a super wide monitor, so everything looks doo-doo. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Okay. On the extension? Oh, yeah. Do we have the extension activated, chat? I just need to figure that out really quickly. Yeah, there should be an extension. I don't know if it's added yet or not. Oh, you guys see the extension? Where's the extension? I was trying to find it earlier. It's there? Oh, shit. Wait, what? Huh? Where's the... Oh! Oh, shit. Oh, you have an extension on your own side. That's pretty cool. Mid right of the screen when you hover. That's cool. It's not available on mobile. Oh, that's unfortunate. On the PC. Okay, right. We'll continue on. Just know, chat, that all of you start with 1,300 gold. Like, it's a fair amount. Alright, finding a spouse. In the twisty passages of your castle, you can avoid your advisors, the nobles, even the spy master, but there's one person you can't avoid. Your mother. Why haven't you found a spouse yet? It's been almost a year. I've been busy. Is it really that urgent? But mother, I don't want to get married. Is it really that urgent? Of course, don't worry. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Any. Excellent. I'll send out messengers to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. Alrighty. Your Highness, Countess Lesferry has been having prophetic dreams. Premium nobles. This is a player who's bought King of the Castle. They can set their customizations, get access to special outfits, and appear more often in storylines. Whims was a part of that. Holy moly. It is true. I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Give me a prophecy, then. I look to the future, and it speaks through me. No more, no less. For example, I dreamt of Lady Patricia Miso Not For Sale being beheaded. What? And a plague of bees will bring doom upon Count Sovereign Sias's household. What? Seventh, take us. I can't live without honey on my toast. Oh. Please, your majesty, have her foretell the future for the council. We could gain insight into great mysteries. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Let's, well, chat, the thing is, you gotta keep in mind, for those who are in the counts, you do not want, to do anything actually bad. It's not just about the stat, because whatever you choose to do will actually affect you. So I'm going to encourage to have that be the option for all of the counts. Also, I do want to see what a vision looks like, I'm gonna be real. Remember, anyone of any color can vote on these. Anyone of any color can vote on these. Hello, Pathetic Maria. Thank you for the follow, I really appreciate it. Just this once, begin the visions. Oh dear. Countess Lesferry spreads a dark velvet cloth onto the floor, sits cross-legged and closes their eyes. After a moment's silence, she gasps. Grim tidings, your grace. Let me gather myself so I may understand what lies ahead. Your grace, I'm sorry. I foresee whispers of dissent, confusion and tumult. Beware, beware! Oh no. I'm so sorry, your grace. I'm sure this is all a trick. Come on, get out of here. Conte Whims hauls her away, though raised voices fade down the hallways. Sure enough, the Chancellor soon reports a new trade agreement with Ashmead that puts the kingdom at a great disadvantage. Countess Lesferry must have known what she was talking about. Well, that happened. Okay. Oh my god, Lover's Hope, hello. What are you talking about? Nothing is wrong. Absolutely nothing is wrong in the east. What? Really? Because you're looking at me like you've swallowed a wasp. There's definitely not an old witch who lives at the border of my lands, and I definitely haven't been having money troubles. And most importantly, she didn't offer me a fortune in exchange for just a drop of my blood, an offer which I absolutely didn't accept. I'm confused. Ever since I didn't accept the witch's bargain, I haven't found myself obeying her every command. I definitely have rule over my estate, not her. Furthermore, she didn't forbid me from telling you any of this, and I'm not using negative statements to bypass her magic. Okay. Alright, let's fetch the court physician to see if we can lift your curse. After a week confined to a cold iron box with nothing to eat but salt, the magic stops affecting Countess Lover's hopes so strongly. She's even able to talk about her ordeal directly. I always tolerated that bloody witch. She'd sell medicine to the peasants and help them find lost sheep. I never suspected she was capable of something like this. We need to call a vote. Send a regiment to take back my stolen lands. Okay. Let's have a look. Let's see. I would prefer not to have that be an option, so this basically is, there you go. Have a good one. Oh boy. Burn the witch, burn her! Let's see how this goes. I'm a little bit scared. Okay, it looks like everyone is in agreement to burn the witch. Holy moly. When the eastern troops arrive on the Countess Lover's Hope's estate, the land fights itself back. The soil opens up beneath them, trees swipe at their horses. Oh, the east is happier with me. Succeeded, but they fight their way with minimal losses. With the witch tries to escape, but she's caught by sentries posted around the perimeter. That evening, the witch is burnt in the town square as the peasants watch in silence. Countess Lover's Hope is pathetically grateful for the return of her ancestral home. But the fields are never again as bountiful as they were under the witch's reign. Burn her! Nah, get rid of the witch. Okay, chat, it's time. Amidst dark and foreboding forests, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Have the merchants from Kerf arrived with the gunpowder? Not yet. They still fear the monarch's reprisals, not to mention their own government. Yo, Cryptid King, thank you for the subscription at tier 1. Really appreciate that. Then our work is not done. We need to weaken Monarch Fortsy's grip. The Baron's aim is to lower authority to 4 or less. Hey, it looks like you guys aren't there yet. Here you can set different levels of tax or bribes for each region in your kingdom, potentially punishing some while rewarding others. Yeah, that's the best part, chat. You guys were trying to fuck me over? Well, guess what? I can tax you now. I can focus on one of you for being rude to me, to trying to fuck me over. Now I get to get the blame on you. Screw you. Hey, I already know which ones have been nice to me. So, balance the needs of your treasury against defiance changes. Remember, if a region's defiance is higher than both authority and stability, they can rebel. All nobles gain welfare, but one region gains extra wealth with a trade bonus. Regions with a higher trade stat are more likely to get a trade bonus. Okay. Okay, let's see. A message from the Grand Penitentiary of Kerf. We are uncertain of whether this so-called space program is profitable, whether in the short, long term. Thank you for the message, Gnosis Dog. But we will consider your proposal another day. Okay. Who's been nice to me? Who's been nice to me? For now, chat, I'm leading you off with all a warning. That now that you know that the taxes exist, I can screw your taxes and give them... What the... Whoa, whoa, what the hell? Kenna, thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy shit. Yo. Thank you, Kenna. I appreciate it. W Kenna in the chat. Holy moly. Thank you, Kenna. Thank you. And Gnosis Dog and Novastars, you guys got a gifted sub. Let's go. Welcome. You guys are Kiwis now. Let's go. Hell yeah, man. What the fuck? Saka, what the fuck? Thank you for the gifted sub, Saka. Holy... What the... What is going on? Where is this coming from? Cryptid King coming in with the gifted sub. Holy moly, guys. Where is this coming from? What? Don't tell me this is bribery. You're not trying to bribe me, are you? No, 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 no way. These are bribes, Fortsy? What the fuck, Crypt? What is going on? What the fuck? Crypt, thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy moly, why would we bribe you, Fortsy? I don't know. maybe because you don't... Charlie, what the fuck is going on? Where is this coming from? 10 gifted out of nowhere. Holy moly, chat, what is going on? This came out of nowhere. Okay, I get it. I was gonna leave you off with all a warning. Don't cruel tax. Oh my god. What the fucking Kenna, what the thank you for the 10 gift. What the Kenna, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Holy shit, bro. What in the fuck? This is so funny. No, bribe him, guys. No, don't bribe me. That's the tax being paid. What the fuck, you guys? Bribe later. We need to overthrow the government. A Barons for the win. Holy moly. Thank you, Kenna. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Sucker. Thank you, Crypt. Thank you, Kenna again. For all of the subs that just fucking hit me like a truck. Holy moly, bro. Yes, you love the Barons. Don't tax the Barons. You motherfucker. Fine. Like, okay, we'll keep it neutral, okay? Alright? Okay. Drop the common tax. What do you mean? Thank you, Cryptid King, for the gifted subs. Holy moly, fair. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Kenna. Thank you. No, what is going on? No, this is fucked up. Guys, the only thing I'm hearing is that I need to go after, get his ass for money. No. Oh, fuck. No, I can't. No. Okay, chat. For now, everyone is... Bribe him? No. Don't fuck with the Pirate Kings. Holy moly, guys. What are you doing to me? Zero shot, the next sub goal hasn't been reached. Don't say that. I need to check. We're good, chat. Don't worry. We're not getting... Oh, wait, it's going up. Okay, we're not there yet. Thank God. Wait. The fuck? It caps at 1.5. I think we need to check that, mods, just to have a look. But no, beating the Ender Dragon, that's 1.75, so it's not happening yet. Okay, chat. For now, because I think it's over, never have these words been uttered by a streamer. Shut up. All gifteds made my Twitch lag. Dude. Holy moly, that scared the crap out of me. It was all at once, too. No more taxes, boss man. Fine. Everyone's neutral for now. We keep it completely normal. Nothing changes. That's it. Okay? Alright. Now, but I will be considering options very soon. Okay? Now, I do need to check. I'm not going to be able to stop that, but I can keep my treasury higher to stop you guys. Noble Patrician Cryptid King. Your esteemed highness, a blacksmith in the coast has come up with some sort of a printing contraption. Instead of relying on the painstaking effort of scribes, it produces 100 copies of a text an hour. How remarkable. Yes, your august majesty, isn't technology wonderful? Don't you see how dangerous this is? Books should stay in churches and universities, or else commoners will start getting ideas. Interesting. Okay. Okay, let's have a look. I'm gonna say, chat, we want to boost stability, right? We want to boost stability, and if we only give it to universities, that's honestly smart. So we can boost faith, farming, everything. Let's do this. This one's pretty good. And, for the red, you also get to lower the authority. That's what you wanted. So it actually helps both purple and red to choose C.
Oh.
Oh, this is actually really close. This is really close. Alright, chat, let's see. Everyone cast your votes. Vote C, vote A? Why do you guys want A? What do you benefit from A? Barons vote A. Why do you want A? What? Hello? But the benefits of C are so good. Hello? Lower authority? Yeah, but you get lower authority from this as well. I'm so confused. But we get boons and buffs. just so you know, just because you guys shut up. What do you mean shut up? Just because I'm saying it doesn't mean I'm fucking everyone over. If you guys choose to vote for these things, I'm keeping an eye on which ones are voting majority against me here. Yeah, patricians, I see your asses. Don't think I won't tax the shit out of you, bro. I think I'm liking the counts right now. The counts are actually in my favor here, right? The red guys, you guys are okay. You're all good. The barons are fine, right? But the pirate guys, you guys better fucking watch out, bro. Choo choo. Oh my god, Kenna. That was fucking crazy. Thank you so much, Kenna. 34 subs in that time? Oh my god, bro. Holy moly. Okay, I guess now everyone gets to use them. You're gonna regret this one day, your grace. Ignorance is the only thing keeping the common folk in line. Nonsense, you're just jealous. In the end, both are right. The East develops a thriving publishing industry, but as more and more books are printed, radical ideas begin to spread. Hey, trade's good. Ideas like, maybe peasants deserve all rights, and should we even have a monarch at all? Oh, that's not good. What if I throw another sub at you, Fortsy? Would you really tax the patricia? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you gonna try bribe me? Are you kidding me? Your Majesty, there is a petitioner here to see you today. We're not exactly sure where she's from. I assume you have a good reason for letting her in. You'll soon yourself, Your Majesty. Greetings, Your Majesty. My name is Oriad. I have a proposition for you. Where are you from? Distant shores, Your Majesty. Oh no, hello, Ish. What's up? Fortsy, I need to revoke our alliance. I don't need you. I'm invading Germany on my own good. Bye. Goodbye. Bro, that's crazy. Alright, fair enough. Why not? A message from the Grand Penitentiary of Curve. Have you considered a more robust constitutional government? Also, have you seen this senator? Oh god. Cryptic King, thank you for the gifted sub. Are you trying to bribe me? It's not gonna work. Maybe. Just stop it, please. Please. Or you'll tempt me in ways I don't want to be tempted. And I don't like that. Who are you exactly? I'm but a humble ship's captain, once of great renown, but that was a different time. Not a pirate then. No, Your Majesty, never would I countenance the thought. Tell me more about this proposition. Three ships are docked in harbour to the west. Their holds are packed to the gills with muskets and gunpowder, and they each boast a full battery of cannons. They're all yours in return for a small favour. What would I do with muskets? Outfit your armies with them, Your Majesty. They're powerful weapons enough to give you an edge over your enemies. And what is this favor? I only wish to stay in this kingdom with your blessings and protection. I can show your soldiers how to use the weapons, of course, to avoid any accidents. Alright, what did you do? I don't know what you mean, Your Majesty. I simply wish to keep my dealings private. You will forgive me, I hope. Interesting. Okay. Oh shit, chat. Okay. I want that military either way, so you guys decide what you want. We want stability up, for reference counts. And do keep in mind, I'm watching you. I'm gonna see what the majority of you vote for. I'm keeping an eye on your ass. Don't think I won't tax the shit out of you. I personally think A is better. I can't probably see the overlay. Oh, sorry, chat. Yeah, I will... Oh, that's a good point. Good point. Let's see what I can do. Maybe... Should I get rid of the overlay for this? No, it only hides the votes. So, it's fine. No more gift and my bank froze my card. Are you serious? I'm so sorry, Cryptid. What the hell? The barons were outnumbered. The barons going against you? They did? Yeah, the barons didn't vote for me. Interesting. Oriad and her weapons prove most useful in the coming months. She and her crew train your officers, as promised. The military is now capable, military is more powerful, military is now mighty. Orient demonstrates it by puncturing a metal breastplate at 500 yards. The council clearly made the right decision. Yeah, in the short term. I have found 3 potential matches for you. One eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be securing a powerful alliance. What if I don't want to marry any of them? That's a decision that can wait until after you've seen them, isn't it? Okay. Wait, I don't even get to meet them? There's no time for sentiment. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs. She whisked away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Ricimer, the eldest son of the Eastern Moonlit Kisses dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for this portrait. Spends most of his time with a fencing master, mastering the blade. He's obsessed with his family's legacy. He's an intriguing candidate. From the coast, we have Tobias, the wealthy heir to the noble patrician Knightchester Five's estate. I mean, just look at them. They're gorgeous, and apparently they've got a silver tongue, too. They recently gave away half their fortune to the church, much to everyone's surprise, and they've been recently campaigning to improve living conditions in the coastal slums. Okay. I like the sound of them. And finally, we have the Marchers offering Evimi, scion of the prestigious Sioki Cake's bloodline. A typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but mostly well-meaning. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. Also got into a fight with a local bishop a couple years back, gave him a bloody nose. Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. I've made my decision. I refuse to marry any of them. Without a marriage, you are alone. No alliance and no support, not to mention an insult to the most powerful families in the kingdoms. What possible reason could you have for not choosing to marry? My heart already belongs to another, a lowborn commoner. Marriage would weigh me down. I want to party. I want to live a life of chastity in honor of the ninth god. Actually, I should get married. I just wanted to see what would happen. Let's have a look, see. So stability would go down. Stability would go down. Stability would go down. Defiance would go up. Defiance would go up. 1 second, chat. Give me a second. I just need to be right back for 1 second. Hello, I'm back. Sorry, chat. Ugh. Okay. By the way, just so you guys know, every time a season ends, as Dysphorius already said, the goals do change. So, while you want the stability to be down now, you might get a goal in the future that increases, like, you might want it to increase stability. Or, like, you might want my money to go up instead. That kind of thing. Also, if I have no money, the game is over. Like, we just all lose, pretty much. You know what? Fuck it. Marriage would weigh me down. You always were an unruly child. Your days of hedonism are behind you now, no matter what you think. You're supposed to be a monarch. Monarchs don't have the luxury of freedom. You'll learn that soon. You'll learn that sooner or later. I do not mind, chap. I do not mind. I do not mind. Okay. Let's end the season. In the dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasury's not empty. The monarch won't be tempted by our loan offers. Maybe we could arrange some kind of heist. Don't get ahead of yourself, Lord Patrician. This coup will be conducted entirely within the bounds of the law. We have our principles, after all. The patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less. It didn't work, but it looks like back in the March at the castle of Baroness Witherwings, a number of figures crowd around an unassuming barrel. Look here, our first shipment from Kerf. Incredible, may I see inside? Careful with that torch, you fool, you'll blow us to smithereens. So this is the fabled black powder. incredibly powerful, but will need much, much more to put you on the throne. For the next stage of the Barons' scheme, they must raise their trade to 5 or more in 4 seasons. Alright, so I can choose one of these. Stop the count. The timer, yep, it'll automatically close. +1 stability if more than 50% of nobles vote for any one option. Oh, okay. If the noble votes for the monarch's choice, they gain 500 personal wealth. Oh, yeah. So, chat, if you vote for the one that I choose, right, you will get, like, your whole group will get 500 personal wealth. I'm gonna get rid of that one. So, working with me will benefit you, pretty much. Roving hunters. Fortsy can bribe us too now. Majesty, 2 barons are on their way home from an epic hunt and seek shelter for the night. In exchange, they're willing to gift you a rare trophy and provide meat for an extravagant feast if you so wish. Tell me more about these barons. They can say, but I don't feel like a feast. Bring them in, set the tables, turn them away. Their names are Aralia and Verminavi. As for this particular hunt, it's an ancient marcher tradition, something about trekking to all 4 corners of the kingdom to claim a bounty from the great animal spirits. You know what? Bring them in and set the tables. The table is set for a delectable feast. You enjoy the company of the 2 barons while the storm rages outside. The meat they provide is said to come from their latest kill, Hortusk, an ancient boar the size of a castle. You're not sure you believe their story, but it certainly tastes better than anything you've had for a long time. But later that night, you hear strange noises coming from their quarters, like a pig squealing and snorting. What on Celeste Ath did they bring in here? Investigate the noise. You creep down the corridors and push open the door. The former barons stand before you, transformed into hideous porcine beasts that stand on 2 legs with snout tusks and floppy pink ears. Oh my god. Aralia says, "Your Majesty, don't look at us." What in the devils is wrong with you? It was the meat, my liege. We hunted and butchered an ancient legendary beast. We were told it was cursed, but we were also told devouring the beast, the spirit of this forest itself, will bestow great power. We never thought this would be our reward. Oh no. But I ate that meat as well. I'm so sorry, Your Highness. This is the first time this has happened, and we've been eating this meat for many days now. Perhaps a single meal is not enough to trigger the curse? I won't tell anyone, but you have to leave right now. You hurry the barons through one of your hidden passages. They go without a word, not wanting to argue with your decision. Once outside, you bid them farewell with as much sincerity as their hideous faces can muster. They vow to repay your kindness. Alright, chat. That was... oh, that's not good. Your Majesty, the Palace Watch are reporting that there's a troll downstairs in the dungeon. What's a troll? Violent, brutish creatures. Have no idea how one got into our dungeon, but we better do something about it. I'll deal with the monster before it hurts anyone. Let me talk to the troll. Your Majesty, I'm not sure that's wise. You stride past her and descend into... oh boy. 2 watch officers stand guard over a troll who's snoring in the middle of an empty cell. It seems to have torn a hole in the dungeon wall. I say, wake up. Officers poke into it. How did it even get here? Through the catacombs would be my guess. These dungeons all back onto various tunnels and crypts. It must have made this hole on its way in. Interesting. Let's have a look. Poke it. The officers poke the troll with their long poleaxes. After a few rumbling grunts, one eye opens. What? How did you get in here? My head's pounding like a town bell, so I probably had a few too many red mist cups last night and wandered in here. Wherever here is. These are the dungeons of the Royal Palace. Perhaps you could stay here with us. You need to leave. You need to fix the damage you did to my wall. Break into the Monarch's dungeon. Will you? Off with its head. These are the dungeons of the Royal Palace. You mean to say that wall I broke belonged to you? Sorry. Perhaps you could stay here with us. Really? Why? I can protect you from being attacked by peasants, trolls like mushrooms, right? There's plenty of them down here. I'm sure I can pay you to make use of your skills. That's a nice offer from you, your importantness, but I think I'd rather just be getting out of your way. You know what? Wait, you can't leave without repairing the damage I did. Sorry, but I really should be going. Good evening and all that. With that, a creature lumbers out there and right through the hole they created back into the catacombs. You order someone to patch up and then get back to your bed for some much-needed shut-eye. It's been a very strange night. Interesting. Okay. The Curve Captain that you allowed to stay in the capital, the one who traded those weapons, she has been the cause of some concern. Nobles have complained that she's been rude and confrontational. She does not know royal etiquette, after all. Whereas some suspect her of being a curved spy. Very well. I will have a word. You find Oria pacing the halls far from her assigned chambers. What are you doing out of your room? Thinking? Is that a crime? It doesn't matter, I just have a lot to ponder. I'm the monarch, surely I can do something? She studies you for a moment, then shakes her head. I appreciate the offer, your majesty, but I must deal with this myself. Please excuse me. She walks away without another word, leaving you to ponder her secrets. Alright. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. The treasure's practically empty. The treasury's practically empty, and the monarch is struggling to fund their ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer them a loan. So helpful of us. Indeed, these loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now watch me work my magic. Good evening, noble patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting? I heard about the monarch's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Sign here. And here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The monarch will be pleased. Good night, noble patrician, and may the ninth bless you. Holy okay. Charlie's wealth and Nost's Doc's wealth has decreased. See, easy as pie, but it's not enough to bankroll the monarch. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well. To advance their schemes, the patricians must have the highest trade of all regions in 3 seasons. Okay, but the counts are equal to them right now. Interesting. Far in the east, Countess Michi is hosting a dinner party in her castle with a few distinguished guests. Our plans are going better than expected. The spy master thinks that all is well in the kingdom, and oh, while the cat's away, the mice shall play. And when the cat returns, it will find the mice have poisoned its kibble. The analogy's a little tortured now, but I like the enthusiasm. Our next step is to replace the Palace Watch with her own agents. Indeed, the Honor Guard are incorruptible, but the Watch are another story. If the monarch can't pay them, well, they will look for money elsewhere. For the next stage of their scheme, the counts must lower the treasury to 1,500 in 2 seasons. Holy moly. Okay. Okay, right. So, they need to have the highest trade in 3 seasons. They need to lower the kingdom's treasury to 1,500 in less than 2 seasons. And they need to raise their own trade to 5 in 3 seasons. So, one's trying to lower my treasury, one's trying to increase my trade, one's trying to have the highest trade. The Bounty Hunters, a new festival. Wait, why are we getting so much in here? I want to get more stuff outside. Your Majesty, these good folk are bounty hunters representing the Republic of Kurf, they say. Monarch Fortsy, we greet you humbly. How may I help you? We're searching for someone, a fugitive, you might say. Last we heard, she went by the name Oriot. What kind of fugitive is she? The ship's under her command are the property of the Republic of Kurf, as is their cargo. Oh, shit, chat. Oh, shit. You know, realistically, the right thing to do would be to give her up, but I'm afraid she is under my protection. As we feared, still perhaps we can work out a deal. The Grand Penitentiary of Kurf is offering a large bounty for the return of this woman, and we are sure that an esteemed monarch such as yourself would not risk drawing Kurf's ire. As proof of our goodwill, we will even allow you to keep the firearms that were stolen. Interesting. Now chat, money, right? Hi everyone, I just got done with my band performance. It went well. Nice, so that's good to hear. Alright. Let's see here. I'm gonna say let's get this one, chat. C. Let's discreetly pay the hunters to take someone else. We get increased military. We already have a lot of treasury. And we don't want Oriot in their hands, so. Of course you would, Sherlockian. Just gotta be different, don't you? God damn it. For Oriot. Sure, I'll take the bribe. Good that we all agree. Discreetly pay the hunters to take someone else. The bounty hunters do not take too long to consider your offer. They return to Kerr with the head of a nameless prisoner. You hope officials back in the Republic will be none the wiser. Ori decides to stay in the kingdom, offering her advisory services to your navy as payment for sparing her. Okay, so the patricians get stronger military. Nice. A new festival?
Your Majesty, I was going through the history books and found the most interesting tidbit. During the reign of Queen Ega, the kingdom held a huge parade in honor of all the regions coming together. It was called the Day of Kingship, and it was quite a party.
That sounds exciting.
Visitors flocked to the capital, and the city flourished.
I heard it made things much more harmonious across the kingdom, too. I suggest we reinstate the Day of Kingship. Alright. I never need a reason to party. Let's do it.
The question is, how much money do you want to spend on the Day of Kinship? I'm sure the nobles will have opinions on the subject.
Ooh, interesting. Let's see. I'm going to veto this option. I think we should go for B, personally, but that's just me. I'll be keeping an eye on what people vote for on this one. Curious thing. Okay. I wish I could tax individuals, because I'd be taxing the shit out of Sherlockian Hero for voting against me every time. Every single time. But you guys have been fine, so... The monarch should spend a respectable amount on this. The treasurer nods, scribbling down notes. So, the March is loyal, they're grumbling in the east, and they're cordial at the coast.
Still, walkers, jugglers.
She and the Chancellor leave it deep in conversation. Soon, word of the Day of Kinship spreads across the kingdom. Guests are already planning their outfits. Awesome. Over the course of the summer, you find yourself plagued by horrific dreams. You're running through the open woods, full of screams as your colossal jaws bite beasts and human alike. You're always hunting, always hungry. The council has noticed your lack of sleep as you become tired and irritable during court sessions. Something must be done. Let's see. Folk remedy. While the spymaster keeps an ear out for rumors of magic, you begin your search in your spare time. You can only hope that you find someone before it's too late. Okay, let's do it. Alright, chat. It's time to vote on what you guys want. We're gonna start the auction now. Looks like so far the patricians are currently leading with 600 on F, 900 on F, 1,000 on F, 2,450 on F. Looks like no one else is funding anything so far, other than 200, 500 for the counts. Increase in trade for the patricians. They definitely want to get that secondary win there. Very interesting, very interesting. Curious. Looks like the barons don't have much to gain here. It doesn't really seem like the barons have much to get out of this, so can't see the amount on E. The amount on E? It looks like the amount funded of the biggest contributor was, what the fuck? Azalea, what the hell? Why are you helping them? What? How do you check how much money you have? I'm a noob to this. That's okay. I think there's a thing on your end, guys, that you guys can see that I don't see. We need trade. I'm just surprised that Azalea helped you out. What the hell? Okay. Horror in the East. Your Majesty, a monster has been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants inside. How many victims? Dozens, Your Grace, and only a few have survived the attacks. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. Well, Pokeniner, thank you for the first-time message. Greetings. Hello. Chat. I think that might be me. You know what I mean? Interesting. But I would say let's deal with the abomination anyway. Why not? And you get money if you vote for it. If you vote for A, you get money. And I will keep it in mind. Ugh. I wonder if the military will actually succeed, though. Haven't gotten good so far. Oh, boy.
I'll not say no to 3 money.
Love the role-playing. Voting is closed. Please succeed. It succeeded. They dispatched a task force of elite knights to track down the beast. A scout's report saying they found the monster's trail. You'll wait further news of their success. Oh boy. Okay. Witch hunting. For weeks you've searched for a witch or warlock that can treat your dark and bloody dreams. Knowing the church would be outraged if they found out, you must take discreet action in your witch hunt. Have your army scour the countryside. Ask traders and traveling merchants for info. Pour through ancient forbidden texts for answers. Let's go with the army. As quietly as possible, loyal officers in general all over the kingdom keep an eye for anyone that can help you. You can only hope a clue turns up soon. Not only are your dreams getting more frequent, they're more vivid. You're starting to doubt their dreams at all. I'm liking this.
Your Majesty, the day of kinship has arrived. Today, the regions will come together to honor the achievements of Queen Ega, the Reconciliator.
What's it called? And to celebrate me, of course.
Of course, Your Majesty. Surely Queen Ega would be proud. Visitors gather, eager for a spectacle. Storeholders set up shop along the streets, selling food from across the kingdom. Your float awaits, Your Majesty. You ascend the steps to your parade float. It's as tall as a small cottage and wider than an elephant. 10 horses wait at the ready to pull it forward. You chose to build a statue of myself.
My predecessors. The nobles of different regions cooperating. I'm gonna go with myself, because my authority's low.
You take your place on a seat right next to your effigy's crown. The massive bust accentuates your best features. The horses drive forward and the crowd roars in excitement, clapping and cheering and throwing rose petals. You could get used to this. As you make your way around the capital, the other floats follow in your wake. The marcher float looks like a forest growing up on a mountainside. Upon it, the barons are eating a lavish feast. Occasionally, a Sherlockian hero throws a chicken leg or a honey cake down to a peasant. Upon the eastern float sits a model of the Black Spire, the tower originally built by Queen Xenia. Anon 637 and the other caped counts stand around it, each holding a flaming torch. None of them look particularly festive. The coastal float is a singular crest of an ocean wave. Delamet and the other patricians are dressed in shimmering chiffon and shiny brocade, masks dripping with jewels. The whole thing glitters in the sunshine. By the time your parade reaches the lush gardens of St. Serena's Park at sunset, towering bonfires vanish in the dusk. Very jolly, Your Majesty. The Chancellor's been looking forward to this for weeks. Can I get you a drink? Just one, thanks. She brings you back a flagon of mead. Cheers! What now, Your Majesty? The night's young. Let's go dancing. Greetings, Your Majesty. Please join us. You join the dancing nobles and peasants. The musicians strike up a new tune. A real crowd pleaser. Okay, be the best dancer in the group. You dance away in the night with Taurus Bloodzer and his companions. You dance so enthusiastically that you elbow Lord Patrician Taurus in the face, breaking his nose and spraying blood all over his expensive party outfit. He and the patrician take this as a grave insult. Well, darn. But shouldn't every party include some inadvertently bodily fluids? In your book, it was a grand day of kinship indeed. Bro, okay, I didn't think that authority would be lowered. Holy moly. Blackmail and bribery. In the darkest depths of an eastern forest, Countess Mitchie has gathered her fellow plotters around a mossy stone. Some of our bribes have been accepted, but not enough. The monarch is paying the palace watch well enough that their loyalties aren't easily swayed. So we have some of the watch in our pocket. Isn't that enough? No, not yet. We can't make a move until we're sure we won't be discovered. The Count's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 in less than 2 days. Now. Okay. Let's have a look here. I think we've got to tax somebody today. The question is who? Patricians will remember that action. Don't tax the patricians, okay? You just hit one of us. Let's see. Thank you, Def Reaper, for joining. Hello, thank you for the first time message. Welcome, welcome. Sorry, Caps.
Wait, what? Oh, Okay. Well, I do need to make a bit more money, chat, at this current point in time. Not you, Fortsy. Oh, okay. No worries. I think the counts are the obvious answer here. The counts have been the most loyal to me of any so far. So far, the counts have been very nice. The barons have been a little bit more defiant recently, and that's not very fair. It's not very fun either. The baron's nice. We deserve a bribe. The counts are scheming. The barons have no defiance. Exactly. That's because I've been nice to them. Give us incentives to be nice to us. Excuse me? I'm the one about to tax you. Hello? The barons are lovely. We deserve a bribe for that slap. The counts are loyal. I beg you, my lord, we've had a poor harvest and the fish haven't been biting. The coast needs relief, my lord. I can barely feed my wife and children. Oh my god. The thing is, defiance-wise, I'm not worried about the patricians or the counts. For now, just for this one, the barons are gonna get taxed. The counts are fine. The patricians, I'm not sure. The patricians have been nothing but loyal. We will remember this. I remember when you guys voted against me. The barons have not been loyal. Okay? And I did all I could to help your friends out, who gave me a curse. A werewolf curse. Your people did that. Auralia did that. You know that, right? That was Auralia and the people in the baronship. That was Sherlock. It doesn't matter who it was. It was the fucking people that... Listen. It's only one off, chat. For all of my barons, it's only one. You're getting taxed once. Alright. We're continuing on. Gunpowder smuggling.
Your Highness, the barons of the March are attempting to amass a store of gunpowder. You know the explosive black powder from Kerf? The powder from those muskets and cannons we acquired. The very same. The barons have established contracts with Kerf merchants, no doubt at great expense. Without the coin to purchase more powder, however, their plot will fail. As it stands, the barons' trade is strong enough to procure a large gunpowder stock. If you wish to stop them, you have to act fast. You bring the revelations, which the barons wholeheartedly denied to the council. Interesting. Interesting, barons. Allow the barons to import whatever they please. Fred and Kerf with sanctions for supplying gunpowder to the barons. Delay scheme for 1 season. Slap heavy tariffs on all imports to the March. I think, for all of my counts, Fortsy won't be winning this, by the way. Just quiet, okay? They're building a revolt. For anyone who votes for this, you'll get money. Making the people with bombs mad isn't a good idea. Listen. I'm going to do this. Chat, I would prefer A. To all of my counts. The barons want to delay it because it doesn't benefit them. For counts, patricians, vote A. I will keep in mind your loyalties here, because the barons are obviously very much against this. Patricians glaze Fortsy, brother. Well, it looks like the barons are winning that. Damn, I think the barons are actually our most active chatters, by the way. I think, like, overall, they are the most active chatters. We need one more chat. One. There. Yes. Slap heavy tariff on all imports to the March. Trade is now Morris Defiance. Now, barons, I'm doing this right now because I'm going to favor you in the future, okay? I will remember this personally, Fortsy. Actually, the barons seem to be, like, a lot of my most active chatters, believe it or not. Patricians, we need to work in team. Predictably, the barons roar about unfair treatments and the prejudices of the council, but the tariffs are passed nonetheless. The new laws certainly put a damper on the barons' efforts to purchase the expensive explosives. The only reason I did that, barons, is because I don't want you to achieve your goal. Okay? That's it. It's to temporarily stop you.
This is fucked up and evil.
Your Majesty, do you recall the loan agreement I signed with the patricians? Vaguely. It turns out there were some hidden catches. See, the interest they're charging looked very reasonable at first, but it's doubling every 2 weeks. Before long, things will get exponential. How did you not spot that? It was written in obnoxiously small print. Each letter was the size of an ant's breakfast. Luckily, the patricians aren't pressing us for repayment yet, but there are signs that they're tricking other regions into similar agreements. They're a trade powerhouse, the main economic engine of the kingdom. We need to call a council vote and stop the patricians before it's too late. Hey, barons, you know how we stopped the Acts of One? Now we're stopping the patricians. It's not just about you. This is for everyone. Because we've got to be fair on everybody, okay? How will the council stop the patricians from buying up everyone's debts? I'm going to encourage everyone here to... Oh shit, wait, hold on. This will decrease their trade. It'll decrease stability, increase defiance. We're gonna encourage this one. Alright, barons. You can help the patricians if you want. Absolutely. Barons stand with the patricians? Yeah, you can if you want to. Nossa's dog. That's crazy. They're not even trying to win for themselves anymore. By the way, the faster that I lose, the faster the stream ends, so do keep that in mind. The other regions are grateful for your gold. The patricians are upset, but there's not much they can do except grumble. So the march is more cordial. The east is now aloof. The wealth of the barons and the counts has increased. The treasury is now lowered. And the coast is now defiant. You've hampered the patricians' efforts, but not permanently. Their stat goal will not be of value until the end of next season. Yeah, well, they're going to have the highest trade, and that's not good for anyone else other than them, because they're going to win. Is this manipulation? Don't lower trade. You guys are going to lose. I hope you know that. Despite everything, you still refuse to get married. It's unwise, but I'm willing to accept that I can't persuade you otherwise. There's one other thing you're missing, however. Someone even more important than a spouse, an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard child lying around. Holy moly. I'll make my youngest cousin my heir. I plan to adopt a lowborn child from the orphanage. Okay, well, let's see. My youngest cousin... Oh, he's probably going to be a prick, isn't he? You know what? Let's get a bastard child in here. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I'll meet the archbishop tomorrow. Fuck it. Let the kid who had a humble upbringing become the royal. In the Grand Hall of Baroness Witherwing's castle, a number of figures are hunched around the hearth, plotting away. Hail! How goes the powder hoarding? Not nearly fast enough. They keep raising their prices. Our trade is too weak for this. We're working at it. Soon these halls will be overflowing with the black powder, and then you might want to take a few of these torches down, eh? The Barons aim is to raise their trade to at least 5. Well, it looks like the patricians are in the lead, from the looks of it. 600 treasury if the nobles vote for the selected option. If the nobles vote otherwise, minus 200 treasury. After voting, nobles can change their minds and vote for a different option. Actually, quite a good one. There we go. I'm going with that. Oh, finally. The ritual. We gotta get Fortsy. I hope you know that if I lose before any of you win, we all lose, right? Like, everything just falls apart. What is it? It took an eternity, but one of your generals has finally returned with a substantial lead on a powerful witch. Her name is, Magdalene, and she's agreed to meet with you in a secluded grove just outside Tregorstadt in the march. Regarding her for the first time, you know she is very much a witch. Thick, ragged hair, a toothy grin. The only thing she's missing is a pointing hat. You have the scent of the beast on you, your majesty. I see why you have come. Just tell me what's happened to me. You've been inflicted by a therianthropic curse. You've become a were-creature. She sniffs at you. More specifically, you are a were-boar. To be cured, you'll need to undergo a dangerous ritual. I can help you, but you must be prepared. Or I can help you overcome the spirit within you, giving you control of your new power. But that ritual is more dangerous.
What would this cost me?
I will not charge you, Your Highness, if that's what you're asking. The chance to work my magic upon you is enough. As to what it might cost you depends on your willpower.
Oh, dear lord. You know what? Who cares if I die? If I can be a cool werewolf that can control my power, I'll take the risk, because if I lose, I die. Whatever, it's like everyone's against me anyway.
First, we must procure a number of rare ingredients. I will need a handful of heterobeat starlight mushrooms, a live goat, a moonstone dagger, and a bottle of wine. Red only, please. Most of the things I can procure myself with time, but any help would be appreciated if you wish to be cured quickly, especially with the mushrooms.
Okay. I cannot risk being found out. You have to find these things on your own. My treasury is pretty low, and they want me to lower it.
You allow Magdalene to search for the ingredients and lie low.
When you next meet with Magdalene, she has prepared a ritual a circle in the grove. The goat is brought before the oldest tree in the circle, then slaughtered the moonstone dagger. The blood mixes with the wine, which she bids you to drink before tying you down to the stone altar. What about the mushrooms?
Patience, Your Majesty.
Magdalene then takes a mortar and pestle and mixes the mushrooms in with the blood wine, creating a thick mushy paste. The moment the substance passes your lips, horrible sights swim about your vision. The great spirit of the boar. Alright, chat, I think we've lost. Clench your jaw. Pain streaks through your body as you thrash the bindings. The great spirit roars in defiance, then starts to fade. The last thing you see before it pass out is its eyes staring deep into yours. When you awake, the grove has withered and died. The ritual did not go quite as planned.
I had to draw much more power than anticipated. Your royal blood made things difficult. I also couldn't procure the magical mushrooms without your help, so I had to use a substitute. You'll be bedridden for a few months as you recover. Yet you feel as powerful as ever. The spirit of the bull courses like fire in your veins. Now you are in control.
Oh. Well. Okay. Your Majesty, we found the Eastern monster feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasant. It lopped away before we could kill it, so we followed at a distance. Did it get away? The beast made its way back to a grand keep belonging to Death Reaper. Wow, Death Reaper in the counts. That is very fitting. Before my very eyes, I witnessed this colossal bloodthirsty beast transform back into Count Death Reaper 1066. His servants washed the blood off and took him inside. So the monster is a count. Regrettably so. What should I do? I suggest we hunt down Death Reaper and bring him back to your dungeon before he hurts anyone else. I would have done this already, but I thought we should check with you first, Your Majesty. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Chat, do you guys want to vote on this, or do you think the knights should just go and slaughter them? The barons need to be lifted up a bit. I can't let the counts get too comfortable. Same with the patricians. A vote. Slaughter. A vote. No vote. Slaughter. I love democracy. No. No, please. A vote. Fine. The council is shocked at the revelation that Count Death Reaper is responsible for the horrors in the east. Infamy! Lebil, I am innocent! Send a team of inquisitors to investigate the claims. Arrest Count Reaper at once. Let's see. I think we should have them arrested, chat. That's just me personally. Order Count Death Reaper to keep control of his condition. I think we should have them arrested, personally. Having water right now. Oh my god, my throat's been killing me today. Looks like everyone agrees. King of the Castle. Yes, we're playing King of the Castle. How scary. It's going pretty well. Beautiful. Let me have a look here, chat. Alright, let's continue on. We're arresting Death Reaper. When your knights arrive to arrest Death Reaper, they're attacked by an enormous beast with coal-black fur and claws like scythes. It slays dozens of knights. Once finally wounded beyond hope of recovery, it turns back into human shape. Count Death Reaper lies on the floor, frail and limp and soaked in blood. Please, release me of my curse. Okay, let's see. Do we drag them to the dungeons or kill them? Release me of my curse. Mercy kill? Murder? Kill him? Choose violence. Very well. A knight ends Death Reaper's life in a single brutal axe blow. Your Grace, I wish we could have found a better way. Count Death Reaper may have been a monster, but he still had noble blood and deserved better treatment. I'm sorry, Death Reaper. Death Reaper 2 has joined the council. Let's go! Welcome back, Death Reaper. Even though you're dead, you're not dead. Alright, let's continue. Your Majesty, a letter for you. The Chancellor hands you a small, tattered envelope. On the back is a seal you don't quite recognize, but you're sure it's from the march. Your esteemed highness, recently you hosted us when we were in need. You'll be pleased to know that we have been cured with the help of a powerful witch of the woods. Please accept this gift as a token of our gratitude. We will always be in your debt. The Chancellor hands you a small cedarwood lockbox. Inside are a number of gold coins and a ruby-encrusted silver brooch. Oh, yes, I believe it's for me. Yippee! You marvel at this beautiful brooch, wondering where the two accursed hunters could have found it. Whatever the case, it will make a nice addition to your treasury. Auralia and Vermilla Navy. Thank you, guys. Thank you. It's specifically those two that have lost money, not anyone else. Alright, chat. It's time. Sitting on a bench outside of a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Let me show you something. These documents represent the accumulated debts of all the other regions in the kingdom. How did you manage that? I thought they know better than to accept loans from us. Oh, they did, but there are plenty of independent money lenders they've taken loans from over the years. Banks and Curve, Atesh and Taverlin. I bought up all those debts for myself. Taverlin was so pleased with the generosity of my terms, they even offered us an alliance. If the patricians are ever in trouble, Talavanese soldiers will march to our aid. Genius. So now the counts and barons owe us half their wealth, and the monarchs owe us absolutely everything? Indeed, all that's left to decide is what do we do when it's time to collect. Okay, chat. Patricians, it's your turn. Only the patricians can vote for this, just so you guys know. Is there... Nostok, I hope you're not the only patrician in this. I'm waiting a little bit for the patricians to vote. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay. Raise stability. God damn it. The peaceful solution. I like it. For this to work, the kingdoms must be stable. You said I fucked you over, but you guys also actively helped them. Don't act like this is all on me. You took it way too personally. For this to work, the kingdom must be stable. If the rule of law collapses, nobody will care about paying their debts anyway. Agreed. What do you think, my soon-to-be queen? It's not the way I choose to ascend to the throne, but it's a damn sight better than sitting around my villa twiddling my thumbs. For the final stage of the scheme, the patricians must raise stability to at least 6. Alright. So you guys got to keep in mind, if they pass it, they'll win the game. If they get the next one. If 2 or more regions pass the final scheme stage, the winner will be decided at random. If stability, authority, or treasury hits 0 and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. If a rebellion ends with a rebellion win and a final scheme stage passes at the same time, the scheme takes priority. The monarch can only win in ambition events, which will appear after you've acquired an heir. Alright. Alright, let's see. So, on the verge of rebellion here, because their defiance is higher. Cannot set a rebellion, defiance is too low, needs to be 5 or higher. Defiance is too low, needs to be 5 or higher. So we have rebels and then the loyalists. There we go. Alright, let's have a look. What are the counts of the east here for? Gadzooks, what in the knife's name is that smell? A bit of lavender oil, a little rose. Well, it's vile. Stay away from me, if you please. Won't do you much good. Everyone in the east is bathing these days, all thanks to our aqueduct's pristine waters. Why, I've been bathing nearly once a fortnight. You smell rather nice, actually. Why, thank you, your highness. In fact, the council should establish public bathhouses in cities all across the kingdom. Bloody hell, really. All a decent hunter needs is to plunge into a forest pool to wash off the blood every once in a while. I actually don't know. Warn the kingdom about the dangers of bathing. Holy moly, bro. That's crazy. Have the monarch bathe in public to show the benefits. I'm gonna say we're gonna veto that option. The patricians, you do want my things to go up. So, I mean, it's a benefit to you. It helps both the counts and the patricians' goals, actually. Barons don't throw. Alright, let's see. Build the bathhouses. Work on the bathhouses begins immediately with the counts overseeing development. True, the barons grumble about getting soft and smelling like dessert, but they'll say anything. Across the land, everyone is smelling much sweeter, and the counts are all the richer for it. Nice. I want trade to be up. Okay, let's see how we can help you guys.
Hello, Your Majesty. I've travelled all the way from the march to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread.
She's right. The grain price in the march is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profits while the common folk starve. Alright, let's help these guys out. So, how do we help you guys out? Import grain from the east and distribute it for free, which would increase stability. Subsidize grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. The free market... No, God, no. Let's see. Put a cap on the price of grain. Probably a good idea. Let's increase your guys' farming. So this is for the barons, right? Barons, I would say it's probably better for your sake that we choose B, because this helps you guys and it lowers stability, so the patricians don't get what they want. Not B or C. You're helping counts. Wait, what's going on? I'm so confused. What? Let's go with this one. This is the golden choice. You also get money if you choose B. You will get money, 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 money. The counts, you guys are on my side here. I need your assistance. The patricians, I'm keeping an eye on you guys. The barons, I think, are just kind of scattered, but the barons probably would want subsidizing the grain to ensure it's sold for half its worth, because it benefits them. Subsidize the grain and ensure it's sold at half its worth. Okay.
The march is in your debt, Your Grace.
This helps the barons out. The kingdom's coffers open and a tide of gold floods the pockets of marcher merchants. Grain prices plunge, and stocks of grain run low. Supply no longer meets demand. Some peasants can feed their families now, but others are starving worse than ever. There we go. Of course, Death Reaper 2 is leading the rebellious vote. The march is experiencing a terrible famine, Your Majesty, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the east. And? They're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither, they've turned to begging. The streets of eastern cities are crowded with marcher vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up the precious eastern streets. They need help, not judgment, but will the council give it? I'd say so, yeah. Close the roads out of the march. The monarch will personally hand out bread to refugees. I'm just gonna let you guys vote. I think the patricians benefit from D, because otherwise stability goes down. So, yeah, that's really the only one that works right now. Yeah, it failed. Bruh. You travel to Rudgrad, the biggest city in the east, and spend an afternoon handing out loaves to marchers. Unfortunately, as the starving peasants crowd around you with hands outstretched, you're very vulnerable. They begin tearing at your robes, wailing and pleading. Bread! Give us more bread! Where are you hiding it? Get behind me, my liege. I'll protect you from this rabble. Your honor guard proved very little too eager to protect you from the rabble. They wade into the peasants, swinging their weapons cheerfully, and the resulting slaughter will give you nightmares for life. Holy moly. The Rudgrad Massacre, as it becomes known, attracts condemnation from both counts and barons alike. And the resulting uproar, you're forced to sack your honor guard with immediate effect. Holy moly, bro. Just immediate murder. Luck is with us, my friend. The palace watch are in our pocket. They took our money gladly. The kingdom can barely afford to pay them a living wage. Music to my ears. Soon the throne will be ours. Indeed it will. But now we must plan our next steps. Alright. Lower authority, raise own military. Curious to see what you counts do. They want to lower my authority. Interesting. Those sneaky bastards. That's so real, Tam. Secret assassination ploy. It's smart, not gonna lie. Well, yeah, my authority is already low. Over the next few months, we'll have our troops infiltrate the capital disguised as beggars. At my signal, they'll gather and storm the palace in the dead of night. The bribed watch will open the gates. Our soldiers will murder the monarch in their bed and have her claim it on the throne before sunrise. Ruthless, I like it. But what about the patricians and barons? They'll call us usurpers and rise in revolt. Not necessarily, my friend. If Monarch Fortsy's rule is weak enough, we can persuade them to accept anything. For the final stage of the counter scheme, they must lower the kingdom's authority to 1 or one. Holy moly, bro. Okay, chat. Let's see how this goes. Boom. For reference, only these two are going to make it through, so, like, you got to put more money into it if you want it to win. Holy moly, chat. You guys are going ham. Damn. The counts really want to sneak this win. We can't see how much money we put into the Evo. It's leading. It's definitely leading now. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. Time's up. Buildings funded is stability increased and authority decreased. Oh, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Okay, lovely. A laughing stock. Bankruptcy looms your heir.
Your Majesty, the acclaimed playwright Chauncey Blindwood has written another smash hit. All the theaters in the capital are showing it nightly. What's the problem? The problem is that the new play features a character obviously based on you. I don't like where this is going. The character is played by a professional clown named Bifo. At one point, a bucket of cusket is upended on their own head as they sit on their phone. Your Highness, peasants and nobles alike are watching this play. The theaters are packed. You must put a stop to it. You simply cannot be known as Monarch Biffo. Ban all the plays. I think I'll attend the play myself. A shocked silence falls in the theater as the heralds announce your arrival. You wave from the royal box as the actors stare up at you, clearly horrified. What are you waiting for? The play begins. Soon enough, the clown monarch arrives on stage, comedically tripping on their own ropes. They somehow find an actor who looks just like you. Endless humiliations are heaped on this honking, squeaking parody. Finally, the play concludes with the custard-drenched monarch handing their crown to the deserving hero. All eyes turn to you. How do you react? Climb onto the stage. The actors shrink away from you. The audience are deadly silent. Everyone's terrified of what you'll do next. Congratulate the actors on a hilarious play. Order the actors and... oh my god, congratulate them. The audience break out into relieved cheers. The actors bow before you, weeping from gratitude. After that, the whole capital can talk about nothing but your good humor and mercy. Looks like that helped the patricians. And it didn't help the counts. The treasury is almost empty, Your Highness. What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, if so I've heard. Take a hefty loan from Salvant and Gull. Time to crack open some tombs. Sell off some of the royal jewelry.
We're gonna crack open some tombs. That berry gold isn't doing anyone good any good, is it? Time to desecrate some graves. You are the royal mausoleums dug into and looted. The result is quite a bounty. Gold mines, heaps of coins, precious jewels. Not everyone is as practical as your treasurer, however. The church denounces you as a grave robber. Nobles and peasants alike are disgusted by your greed. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimized natural-born son. My legitimized natural-born daughter. My legitimized natural-born child. There we go. The assembled halls break out into polite applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their monarch's extra-martial adventures being forgiven so easily.
Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your child? What is their name?
Fortsy 2. That's my only option.
How delightful, Your Grace. I'm sure little Fortsy 2 will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the Spy Master soon. Sick. But, let's see if I can survive. Now, this is where things get a little bit, personal. The barons, you're actually, you're getting bribed. Or are you? The barons, I think I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave the barons, right? I'm gonna leave the barons because they don't deserve it. However, the counts and the patricians, you motherfuckers, you motherfuckers are about to win. So, barons, I expect your support in these trying times. For the meanwhile, I know you have your own personal schemes, of course, right? You did this to us, you better bribe us. I'm going to help the barons for now, because these two are trying to win. Help me, and I'll help you, barons. We want you to be successful. There we go. The East is now enraged. They're mutinous. Alright. Your ambition. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to be the architect of a new golden age. You've succeeded on that front. The kingdom has never been more prosperous. Well done, Your Majesty. But to shut down your noble scheming for good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. What the hell? Oh, thank you, Anonymous, Anon, for the gifted sub to Kuro. Have you heard of the Scepter of Sages? It's an ancient lost artifact forged by Queen Alma the Wise. There's a legend that any monarch who recovers it will rule over a golden age. Create a kingdom-wide spy network. Stability and trade. Recover the Scepter of Sages. Faith and trade. I'm gonna have to go with stability, but the problem is, if I go with stability, they kind of win. Infiltrate each region with loyal spies. Defeat their schemes with schemes of our own. Sure, why not? A wise decision, Your Majesty. I'll begin recruiting spies. We'll send them across the kingdom in guise of traveling bards. But this requires a fine touch. Your priority is raise the kingdom's stability and overall trade as much as you can. And of course, they can't be open rebellion among the nobles. Alright. Let's see. A pillar of the community. Your Highness, I regret to have bring this matter to you, but there's no other way. We're tracking a marcher criminal who's wanted in conjunction with a number of high-profile incidents back home. We thought she'd slipped the net until recently when she discovered that she fled the coast a number of years ago, but the patricians are refusing to let us investigate further. Who is this criminal? We don't know her real name, but the common folk call her Widowmaker Carrie. She's lied, cheated, and murdered her way halfway across the march. Okay. Okay. Wait a moment, are you talking about old lady Carrie? She's a pillar of the community back in Mykonos. She's arrived a few years ago from the march and used her wealth to invest in local businesses and set up an orphanage. Everyone loves her. Surely you jest. Old lady Carrie, this woman is a bloodthirsty criminal and must be punished. Oh dear. Okay. Let's think about this. You know what, chat? I'm going to encourage for this, but the problem is, I see the counts over there. The counts will want us to lower the authority in the middle on that one there. So we're gonna say, and the thing is, but the trade goes up, so it's like, you know, Let's summon her to the capital. barons and patricians, I think this is more than fair. We don't want the counts to be able to increase their influence here. So let's summon her to the capital and to answer for the monarch's justice. This is entirely slander, Your Grace. Hey, we're gonna have them talk. When Widowmaker Carrie arrives in the capital, she looks like any other sweet old lady. The sort of woman who gives local children candies against their parents' wishes.
How can I help you, dearie?
How do you plead to Baroness Novastar's accusations? Cut the crap, lady. You know what you did. I've seen enough, bro.
Oh dear, I'm afraid Novastar must have mistaken me for someone else. I swear by every god there is, Your Highness, I've never pillaged anything but my pantry.
Why do you have the same name as this outlaw?
Oh, well, there's lots of people from the March called Carrie. It's a very common name. Even my mother was called Carrie.
Okay. Why did you move to the coast?
I always liked it there. The people are so delightfully, different. And they love orphans, just like me. Have I mentioned that I love orphans? They remind me of myself. I was an orphan for as long as I can remember.
What did you do when you were younger?
I worked in the mines, I did. It was long hours, back-breaking work. Taught me humility, it did.
You were an orphan since birth, but you know your mother's name? Suddenly, Carrie's face shifts. She adjusts her posture, standing up straight and stares you right in the eyes.
Alright, you got me. I'm Widowmaker Carrie. But I'm reformed now, see? Ask the orphans.
Do we have any orphans to ask?
No, Your Majesty. We didn't really think it was important to bring you along.
Are you really reformed?
I suppose it would be a matter of opinion, but if you're talking about whether I still do murder, then no. Don't do that anymore. Just a bit of tax fraud here and there. Victimless crime, that one. It's all much of a muchness, though, really, though, ain't it? I've already admitted I'm the one Novastar was looking for, that pompous idiot, so what are you gonna do with me?
You know what? Barons, take her in.
Cheers, Your Highness, though I'm not sure why we couldn't have just done it this way to begin with.
Carrie is carted off to the march to face justice there. Now that you've seen her through for her facade, everyone agrees that you've made the right decision. And look, it looks like their stability has gone up. Grim tidings, Your Grace. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Shink. I believe it is Pestia, the Lady of Pestilence. Tell me more about this wizard. 1 second, chat. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, chat. Pestia has influence over plague, diseases, insects, and other horrid things like that.
She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking serfs from all over the East are lining up for their chance.
Not just peasants. I, Aurorism, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those citizens are no match. I will be the most powerful noble this council has ever seen.
You? You couldn't put clothes on if it wasn't your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard in the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest.
A conflict of interest? How?
Wizards only answer to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such that the entire kingdoms can't stand against them. Even an apprentice on the council would be disastrous. Lady Patrician Aurorism could use magic to interfere with votes, or you for that matter.
Okay. I guess we have to choose the council then. Let's see. Let's see. I'm actually gonna veto this one. Do what you want, chat. I don't mind. I would prefer A. But, you know, that's just a personal thing. I'm curious. I'm really curious. I have a feeling.
By the blood of the dead, how will she keep up with her noble duties if she's spending all her time in the east with this wizard? And what if, Knight Preserver, she actually passes her apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on the council before. You never know, I might liven things up around here. You've nothing to fear from me, your serene highness. I'll always have the kingdom's interests at heart. Patrician Aurorism sets off immediately in her journey to the east. Pestia's presence in Shek attracts all sorts of visitors, though her power over latent magic starts to wilt crops miles around. And I think that's the end of the game, chat. I think there's a winner. Let's see. Let's have a look. Yeah, I think there's a winner. No, well, nobles must vote for their least favorite option, and the option with the least votes will pass. Reverse voting? That's fucked up. I'm drowning in debt. Yeah. As you enter the council chambers this morning, you find a fleet of servants running back and forth, piling documents before your throne. The pile is taller than a horse. The treasurer is supervising, biting her nails nervously. Noble patrician Charlie stands beside her, radiating smugness. What's all this? Your Majesty, you're early. I haven't worked out what to do yet. These are your debts to the patricians, your Supreme Majesty. I was just collecting them in one place for you. Aren't I helpful? Yeah, no, that's... I wanted to pay that off, but you guys voted against that. That's what being spiteful gets you. Aren't I helpful? I'm in trouble, aren't I? Treasurer, how did this happen? How much do I owe? I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I didn't read the contract carefully enough. You owe us about 20,000 gold next week. That's your first interest payment. Like how I'm paying you a penny. Then we have a problem, don't we? As you were talking, more nobles have been streaming into the council chambers. They've been listening with obvious concern. Hang on, this was clearly an unfair agreement. You can't hold your debts over the monarch like this. Thank you. Baron de Lumi. I'm glad you brought that up. If you search this pile, you'll find a great deal of your debts there too. Baron de Lumi pulls out a crossbow from under their bench. You think I'm scared of your little bits of paper? I'll nail you to the wall. Put that down. That's my crossbow now. Oh, and how do you plan to enforce that? Glad you asked. I've made arrangements with powerful mercenary companies from Matesh and Velimer who will receive a substantial portion of the debts if they help me recover it. But don't worry, I'll forgive all your debts if you support me in collecting what I'm owed from the monarch. Let's just say, fuck it. I won't go down without a fight. I'm sorry, my liege, but I've no choice. You have to give noble patrician Charlie what they're owed. It's only right. You're only saying that so your debts are forgiven. Wouldn't you do the same thing in my shoes? I absolutely would. You could bankrupt the kingdom and not pay off half your debts, or you could hand over the throne and we'll call it even. Think, do I just try to fight back? You know what? Fuck it. Try to fight back, so be it. The ensuing civil war is brief and relatively bloodless. Terrified of having their own debts called upon, the council and the barons unite against you. Your small army is flattened in less than a week. Relatively bloodless, of course. You're unlucky to count among the casualties hit by a stray arrow as you looked out from the palace battlements, surveying the besiegers. The arrow hit you right in the eye, and despite the care of the royal physician, who pours honey and wine into the wound on the principle of who knows it might work, you die soon after. Oh well, at least you died a monarch. The patricians won. You ended up owing more than you could pay in the patrician. Oh, that's a rare achievement. Nice. Monarch Fortsy's reign ended in fire and war, with debt-ridden nobles marching in rebellion at the patricians' insistence. In the end, a stray arrow changed the course of history. The Count's attempts to worm their way into the palace was uncovered, and a number of arrests were made. Countess Michi ended her life chained upside down to a dungeon wall. In haste to complete their scheme, the barons mishandled their gunpowder. It blew up in their faces, literally. All that was found was Baron Witherwings was a pair of boots with feet still inside. Squatting atop their debts like a dragon, the patricians milked the kingdom like a prize cow. Queen Aurelia ascended to the throne amidst much pomp and ceremony, but the patricians would soon be surprised to find that their claimant was less of a puppet than they'd hoped. Come, Monarch Fortsy the Grave Robber. Hell yeah. Let's fucking go. What is this? Wealthiest noble was Ashric, and the poorest noble was Drawing Mimer. And the kingdom stats... Trade was really high. And that is pretty much the end of the game, chat. That's how the game works. Pretty fun game from
what I remember from last year. That was fun. Yeah, nice and simple, very easy to play. How the fuck did I become rich? I think it's just voting with me. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I can't believe I was bot. I didn't expect our team to win. That was fun. Yeah. I think we'll definitely stream this again. Oh my god, pardon me. I think we will stream this again. I think that'll be a lot of fun. We will try this out in the near future. I accidentally took a nap earlier and dreamed that that Commander Fortsy was the first one to greet me in Imperia. So now that the Queen is from my house, technically my stream now. Oh yeah. Huh. I should be a political leader in the future. I was just looking at this was a fun game. Yeah, that was pretty fun. So I think what we'll do is we'll play this again in the future. I'll get this set up in advance next time so it's not confusing. And yeah, we'll get to it later. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I am probably gonna... First, I'm gonna make myself bigger. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, no. Amazing game and stream. Thank you, Fortsy. Of course, absolutely. Happy to have you all here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for the stream. No worries. Thank you for the fun. Yippee. Awesome. Thank you guys for your time. I really appreciate it. Let's have a look. Alright, thank you guys for your time. I really appreciated that. And thank you for that random, just absolute shotgun of subs that you guys threw at me. That scared the crap out of me. Wait, those 2 hours flew by. Yeah, no, that was really quick. We got to Hype Train level 7 because of you guys, like, bombarding me. So yeah, chat, we will definitely play this again in the future, for reference. That is the plan. We will play that again. So if you haven't joined already, join the Discord server where we hang out. We do movie nights there. We play a lot of games. For all the new people that have just joined, come and join us there. It's a lot of fun. Really fun place to be. And you can see what we do there in the future. So yeah. My gifting worked, bro. But yeah, no, that is the plan, chat. We will do that in the future. So yeah. Thank you guys for your time. I'm gonna head off for the day. And I will see all of you guys later. So take care. Have a good one, everyone. And bye-bye.